Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we have some more Doomlings content to show off. We have a Overlush box here. We're going to open these up. These are not new, but just in case anybody was curious as to what comes in these boxes, I see these a lot at Target. They're very available in retail, but these are going to be like foil packs that you unlock. So what's in here is going to change from box to box. But then we have the newest expansion for Doomlings, very shiny here, and that is Legends of Enderas. A lot of fun stuff here in this box. 5 more sets for your Doomlings game. If you're not familiar with Doomlings, I have a how to play video on my channel. I'll put it up in the upper right corner. But basically, you can swap out you basically set up the deck that you're going to play with using a variety of these sets. So you could mix in just this entire set with the kind of the core set, or mix and match however you say you'd like. Dinolings, which very excited about. Here you can see the big guy in the back here. The Dinolings says they can get big points, but can risk extinction. So, it's that go big or go home aspect. Mythlings can cast powers and mess with discard effects. Techlings, these are going to be attachable to other Doomlings. Fuselings, these combine together, 3, you'll combine them together to make, it says, awesome agglomerations, robot dragons, mechanical wizards, and more. And then treasures, that'll add a new layer of strategy to your game. So let's take a look at some of these packs first. Again, if you purchase this in the store, these Overlush packs here, they're in here upside down. They are gonna be, like Pokemon cards. So what you get, you're gonna be guaranteed to get 14 cards plus a foil, and that's gonna consist of 7 commons, 5 uncommons, and then 2 kind of rare cards plus the foil. So most of these are going to be traits and or age cards, things like that. So let's take a look at some of these real quick. We got Bottom Feeder, +2 to your gene pool. I like that. It's a -1 point, so it's doing a lot for you in the moment, but if you can get rid of him near the end of the game, that's ideal. Sticky Stalks, he's just a 1. Trapper, place up to 5 dominant traits from the discard pile on top of the trait deck in any order. Interesting. Weber, he's just a regular one. A Fleece. Lunar Advance, you may discard all purple cards from your hand. You may. Interesting. Tiny Teeth. Misty Groves, you may discard all green cards from your hand. Okay, these are all mays. Interesting. Use Social. So we're starting to get into the upper echelons of rarity here. All players give 1 random card from their hand to the opponent to their left. See, I like those. This Doomlings is meant to be just this kind of crazy, hectic. It's not really take that, but there is a little bit of take that element in it. All opponents play 1 trait. Firebite. You may play Firebite after you stabilize to steal 1 random card from each opponent's hand. Okay. Face Hugger. All right. Here we have a semi-shiny. It's a dominant trait, so you can only have 2 of these, period, but they're your most powerful cards. All opponents receive -1 gene pool. Oh, I like this one. Backwoods Melodies. Play all negative face value traits from your hand. Wow. That's quite an age card. Excluding dominance, ignore actions. It doesn't say may, so you would have to. And then here's your foil card. Shady. Draw 3 cards, play 1 card from your hand onto an opponent's trait pile. And here's the 3 remaining packs. As you can see, it's a variety of what you get. This one, has a couple dominants on the top, a couple era cards. Here we're Bottom Feeder, we've already seen that one. So you are going to get duplicates, but you can have duplicates in your deck. Pinchy here is our foil in this one. Here we have, again, some more eras, some more dominants. Did we see Lily Pad already? We may have. There's Pinchy. So we have now a foil one and a standard one of Pinchy. There's Sleepy again, bottom feeder again, but that's okay. All of these packs are kind of random. Hydrofuge, very bright. And then we've got this one here, Backwoods Melodies, Mutualism. Almost said mutualism? Mutualism. Yeah. Anyways, Spearfisher, Toe Beans. Oh, I like that. I just like the name. Shy, I feel like we've seen that one before. Most of the catastrophes are new. We've seen Caffeinated before. Guller Pouch, Shady. So that was the first foil we got. Jungle Rot, Agile. Oh, look at that. We got Toe Beans foil. Awesome. That's just a great name for a card. I mean, to be honest with you, it says steal a trait from an opponent's trait pile with a negative face value. Interesting. I guess you could use that to your advantage, but I just like the name Toe Beans. It's a funny name. Anyways, that is what comes in essentially a Overlush mystery expansion box. It's going to be 4 foil packs of what you see here. I think it's like 15 cards. All right, up next we have the Legends of Enderas expansion. This is a variety expansion, so there's going to be several different types of trait cards to add in, along with some age and catastrophe cards. You can see here on the back that there's actually 5 new types of cards. So this is what they call a variety expansion. It's kind of like a big box. Doomlings is not a very big box. This is like a big box expansion. But we got Dinolings, we got Mythlings, we got Techlings, we got Fuselings, and we have Treasures, which is an entirely new type of card, separate from your trait pile that you're going to have. So let's take a look at these now. All right, so here we have the various sets. The whole set comes with this little reference card here, which is not as necessary as these reference cards, which are really nice. These make for good dividers if you're keeping them all in your box. But these give you just a breakdown of what this set does, as well as like the Treasures one comes with some actual player aids cards. I always try and keep these together, also keeping the ages and catastrophes together, because if you're playing, say, with this set, then you're going to want these ages and catastrophes kind of played together, and they wouldn't make sense necessarily in the other sets. So let's just take a quick look at some of these Dinolings. Remember, they are kind of boom or bust mechanic. You can go real big, but they have the threat of extinction. So we did get this one bonus. This was sitting actually on top of all the other cards. It is a foil of just, I don't know if this one is random or if everybody gets the same one, but we'll see it in a second here. But here are some of the dominant ones. Really cool, multicolored. Here's the one that we have now a foil for, which is interesting. But yeah, you can see that these are all pretty straightforward. They all have the logo here, the dinosaur egg in the corner of them to identify them when you're sorting them back out. I like that one. So there's some of the cards. Then we have 2 standard ages and then a catastrophe. All right, so that one was for the Dinolings. Here, let's do now the Mythlings. So these guys are kind of wizard-like, I guess. It says they are up to mischievous tricks. They have discard effects. You're looking for this symbol, especially a lot of them with this symbol here has those discard effects. So a few really fantastic dominants here on top. Here you can see the dragon symbol is their symbol for this mini expansion. I really like the look of this one. A lot going on there. I guess this is black and blue together versus just blue. But yeah, here for this one, at the start of your turn, you may discard Entangled from hand. If you do, discard 1 from hand, then draw 1. So you could play this card and then get rid of it later in order to kind of flow through your hand, but it's got this effect. At any time, you may discard Foresight from hand to peek at the next age. So again, that symbol there is what you're looking for. Some really blank ones there, some purples, some black and reds, and then we have here the ages. All right, so that was the Mythlings. All right, next we have the Techlings. So Techlings here are going to offer attachment opportunities. And we're looking for this gears symbol up in the upper right corner. So this guy here would be a dominant one. You would attach him to another card, and he essentially doubles that value. Steam powered. So he has attach if host is, and it's got all of these criteria that you have to meet in order to attach it. Again, you're looking for this little gear symbol down here if there is attachment opportunities. Similar to like the action symbol or the discard symbol that we saw on the Mythlings here. There's the action symbol. That's a cool card. This literally does nothing, but could be helpful to getting a lot of purples or something out there like that. That's one of the cool things about Doomlings is that no card is pointless in the game. Every card can be kind of paired with other cards and become very useful. So here you can see this one specifically. On your turn, if you play an attachment, you may play another trait during this age. You wouldn't want to play this age if you weren't playing with the Techlings. It wouldn't make any sense. So that's why I recommend keeping them together. All right, now we've got the Fuselings. These guys are adaptive creatures, and they have multiple attributes. So these guys can count. You would obviously want to play with this set added in with the other sets. Like this one has all 3 of the attributes. It's a dominant, but if you're looking for these specific attributes, it's going to count towards all 3. That one's just 2. That one's 2. All of these are multiple, at least. So you can see that like this one is the Techling and the Dinosaurling. This is the guy on the front cover who reminds me of Trapjaw. All right, and then last but not least out of this pack is our treasure cards. So our treasure cards are actually an entirely new type of card. You can see they have their own separate back, separate from all the other types of backs here. Very obvious. These are shuffled up and set off to the side separately. Everybody's going to go and get one card along with there's lots of player aids here, 6 in total. Basically treasures, you gain 1 at the beginning of the game, and then at each new age, you gain 1 as long as you have only 1 in hand. So you can have a maximum of 2 in your hand at any given point in time. You play these mostly on your turn, except for 1 you can play at any time, and they do various things. I'm not going to read through all of these here, but you can see that Rush is just a rush effect. There's a variety of them, whereas like Cloak, you play in response to a specified non-dominant effect. So you can't cloak a dominant card. And there's just lots of them on here. This appears to just be flavor text for fun, but lots of different colors. Here we have Mutate and Rush. Here is Echo and Rush. Here is Adapt and Rush. Double Rushes were on the top. Here's Cloak and some more Rushes. A few of them only have 1, but these must be really powerful cards here. Basically, you choose one of these options and you play it on your turn and you get it. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a preview of the Legends of Enderas. Again, this is the newest kind of expansion box set for Doomlings. This one looks really fun. I highly recommend this game for families. My kids started playing this at like 8, maybe 7 even, 8 or 9. and enjoy it. It is not to be taken seriously. There is a tiny bit of take that element to it if you're messing with other people or stealing other people's cards. But for the most part, you're just kind of, playing out cards in front of you. And there's a lot of silliness involved. It's a lot of fun to play through the different expansions. So this one here offers, technically 4 new types of cards to add in, plus the treasures expansion, which is very exciting. So be on the lookout for this in stores now. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you for Doomlings for sending me these products so I can preview them on the channel, and have a great day.